Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today I'm rating bosses based on how hard they are to fight. I've already done another tier list like this. It's somewhere on my channel. I don't really know, but let's just get into it. The ranks are, I can't rate because I've never fought them. Too cheesable, just easy, no sweat, small challenge, hard, needs multiple times to get the hang of. And I'm not reading this from my perspective because, for example, a boss like Duke Fishron, I would put no sweat, but the average player might put hard or S because I've just fought Duke and I know Duke like really well. Whereas on Akram, I really didn't play it back then. I mean, I actually did play back then, but I just didn't have an X. Well, I did have an Xbox. I just didn't have an. Well, I might not have had an Xbox. That's besides the point. But yeah. Next, Eater of Worlds. Alright, X mode's actually pretty tough. The spitballs, sorry if I'm hiccuping by the way. The spitballs can really piss me off sometimes. They're really hard if they just get a direct hit on your, like if you get hit by one and then hit into the eater. By the way, the head will do like 100 damage to you. But it's a pretty hard mode boss, so it really can't be above here. So I'm gonna put it at no sweat. Destroyer. Now this one's pretty difficult depending on the class. If you're melee and get really lucky, you can just kill it instantly with like the dribbler crippler. Mage. I guess sky fracture. No, meteor staff. Meteor staff really destroys this thing. And then the Daedalus Stormbow, holy arrows, still works to this day. Amazing strategy for the destroyer. And summoner, there's not really a way to cheese it that I know of. But when worst comes to worst, just build up like 1 billion feet and it won't hit you. So I'm gonna put it into cheesable, but if I really had to say how hard it is, it's pretty hard. But you can just cheese it really easily. Moonlord. Now, as a new player that like knows ball, like a new player wouldn't know how to cheese him, but if they know ball, they would definitely. I'd say it needs multiple attempts to get the hang of. Dodging the laser really is kind of hard. Like, dodging the laser is pretty hard sometimes. I struggle with it, especially when you have worse wings. What I've done is I always play quality of life mods, so I'll get something that like summons the rain. And then when it starts raining, I'll use my shrimpy truffle. But, yeah. Flying Dutchman, just not even. I mean, alright, it should either be here or here. Because this boy literally just runs into a wall. Like, he doesn't even try to fight you, he just runs into the wall of your house. This boss needs to really be reworked. I definitely love the concept, but the only problem is he has horrible movement mechanics where if he runs into something, he just gets stuck on it, and most NPC houses, I'm pretty sure, are built 1 block off the ground. And that's why he's just really easy, because he gets stuck on it. I won't put him on cheesable, because it's not really cheesing him, but I'll just put him on just easy. Empress, 100% over here. I still die to her to this day. On classic mode, I mean, it would be like hard, but I always play expert or above. But yeah, Empress is really tough. The attacks, I'm sure once you get the hang of it, it'll be easy, but then again, we're talking about a player who doesn't have the hang of it here. But yeah, she's pretty tough. Next, Betsy. I've fought them, but bro, the last time was like 2 years ago. I remember her though. She's actually really difficult, but it's not like you need multiple attempts. It's just there's stuff attacking your crystal as well as when you're fighting it, and it does damage to you, and it shreds the crystal too. And all the ballistas focus on it because it comes out first. Or I don't know. This was a while ago. Brain. I'd say it's a small challenge because if you don't have the right weapon for the eyes, you'll get fried. If you have the right weapon for the eyes and the Shield of Cthulhu, you should be just fine because the Shield of Cthulhu just just destroys it. Because you can dash into it when it's doing its little like confusion thing, where it summons four of itself. Yeah, Dark Mage just easy. Yeah, I don't see why this is even a boss. You know, the whatever it's called, the old ones on it just makes fucking 0 sense. Holy hiccup. Dread Nautilus. Alright, this one's pretty. This one's honestly a small like. This one's hard because this might just be my preference, but you cannot see his projectiles at all when it's dark. You just can't see his projectiles. He does have some really good drops though, but he also is literally blood moon fishing, which no one blood moon fishes unless you have a fishing life quality of life mod, and it's not guaranteed like Duke. Like it's not like Duke where you just cast and it pulls it up automatically, and like you can have any bait but it doesn't come up automatically, which is just annoying, and its attacks are kind of trippy, especially for the type of gear that you have. You're probably early hard mode, so you suck. Everscream, this boss, I'll put in no sweat because if you fought it just one-on-one, you'd wreck it. You'd wreck it for the point in progression you are. But like, if I'm doing it with a bunch of people surrounding me, like in the actual event, it's a small challenge because the stupid fucking elf copters. You know, I hate elf copters. I would make a cult about hating elf copters. Alright, he's no sweat also. Oh, he's no sweat also, like, he's not cheesable necessarily. Not really cheesable at all. And he's not easy because of the dashes that he does. But he drops the insane Shield of Cthulhu, so you always have to fight him, basically. He's kind of mandatory. Alright, Goblin Summoner. Ooh, this one's not even a boss. This is a good one. It's just easy. All the Dark Mage, boom. What? This isn't even a boss. Yeah, this isn't even a boss. Neither is this, but I'm gonna put it there. It's just really too easy. I never get hit by any of its attacks. Why are you here again? Whatever. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye here. I can also just do this. Alright, anyways. Golem. I mean, he's no sweat. I mean, he's really easy to fight, even if the head detaches. Like, you can't really ever die to him, honestly. He's holy on. He's not a boss that you would need to cheese either. Like, he's a really easy and straightforward boss, you know? Oh, I extended the tier list, so now you can't, fully say, okay, whatever. Ice Golem, not a boss. If I had to rate it, it's just easy, because things that aren't a boss are really easy to rate and kill. That's why they're not a boss. Mothron, I would consider a boss, but it's still really easy. Alright, Ice Queen. I'd say she's a small challenge. Like, she's not with the Everscream, but her raining attacks can get you though. Also, I don't really have her attacks memorized, and the last time I fought her was indeed a while ago. King Slime, it's just easy. It's really easy. It's also the first boss, so I just don't understand what to expect. Alright, next is Lunatic Cultist. I'd say he's a small challenge, because if you hit a Phantasmal Dragon, you're cooked. Those things do way too much damage for their own good. Alright. This might be a surprise to some people, but it's too cheesable. Because, have you ever seen, have you ever whenever it does the laser attack where it shoots lasers like straight across its body, like outside my mouse is the laser, it would go like boom, boom, boom. If you just sit above that, if you just sit above the Martin saucer and shoot at it, like let's say Golem's shooting at it right now. That's like the easiest cheese. You can beat it so easily. Not a boss, but then again, it would be just easy because it's just really easy. Oh, this guy whose name I can't say. Well, I can say his name, but it might just be considered inappropriate to a few people. Anyways, yeah, this boss is no sweat, but it's still like the little attack it does where it like shoots the like shadow flame knife things, but in a Halloween font. I don't know if that made sense at all, but that attack is kind of trippy because it's hard to see. But yeah, it's no sweat, but it's not like King Slime level difficulty. Okay, the pillars, we're actually gonna not put all of them in the same one. I'm gonna put this one as a small challenge. I hate the Nebula pillar. It's just so annoying. It's really it's annoying to kill because if someone grabs onto your head, you automatically die. The friggin' brains that shoot lasers do like a trillion billion dillion damage. Anyways, ogre, like another old one's army boss. Just easy. I know I put Betsy in hard because she's actually kind of hard, but most old one's army bosses are just easy. And I'd say if they lowered the phase of progression that you fought him to like early hard mode, I think he's after Max. If he was before Max, well, actually, I'm gonna do my research after this video. But if he was before Max, he would be really easy. I mean, he still wouldn't be hard, but he you know. Pirate Captain. Then again, not a boss. Plantera. This is a really interesting one. And put her in a small challenge because she really is just like her first phase easy cheese. Her second phase though, it's pretty. I mean, you could put it in too cheesable, but it's really not that cheesable because you know how you like go down the tunnel and she just follows you. But yeah, second phase is a little hard. Pumpkin. I haven't fought him in a while. I think he's just really easy, though. I remember fighting him. He's too easy. He doesn't really do damage to you either. Queen Bee. Shoot. She's. If you're geared properly, she's no sweat. But if you're not, she's a small challenge. Okay, Queen Slime. She's also a small challenge. The orbs she shoots. If you get hit by one, it'll just knock you off balance, unless you're on like a mount. But it's pretty annoying to fight. You know what I'm saying? It's also like you do it before the max. If you do it right out of the gate, right when you enter hard mode, you'll get slimed out. But if you do it once you're about to literally just about to fight the max, you'll easily beat her. Next Sandstorm Elemental, bro, is not even a boss. Oh, this thing. I hate you. He shoots rockets that are so annoying. His gun is like 1,000,000,000 times fast. He never drops what I want. I'm just saying random stuff like I said 1,000,000,000 times fast. Okay, anyways, let's just throw these guys in the front because they're actually bosses. And I just didn't get to fight them when they were in the game. Next, twins. I think these are hard also. Or, I mean, we could take the Santa thing out of here. It's not too bad, really. But we'll just keep it for now. Anyways, but the twins, Fretnazer, pretty straightforward. Spasmatism, on the other hand, if you're playing melee, I genuinely feel bad for you. There's nothing you can do. If you're playing melee, pack it up. You're not beating Spasmatism. If you're playing Ranger, you could. If you do Destroyer first, Ranger's still hard, though. If you're playing Mage, Sky Spectre kind of shreds them. If you're playing Summoner, good luck getting close to whip attacks. But Summoner just really sucks. I'm glad they're improving it as a class. Skeletron. Small challenge, you know? He's not too... Actually, yeah, he's no sweat. But I can't decide. But his skulls that he shoots are kind of hard to dodge. I'll get hit by them maybe like once or twice a fight. But the average player that's new... playing expert mode, probably would get hit by them like 5 times. But yeah, it's kind of hard. Now Skelly Prime, on the other hand, I think he used to be hard for me, but he's pretty easy. I'd say he's pretty easy. The thing is, like, he's cheesable if you don't kill the arms. But then again, you know. But I'd say he is not up there. He's no sweat. Yeah, if the destroyer wasn't cheatable, he'd probably be up here or in here. It was actually pretty hard. Okay, solar pillar, just stay on the ground and you'll win. Really cheatable. Stardust pillar also. Most of these pillars are cheatable. Because Stardust, the Stardust cell trick where you just take some you break like 5 cells, and then you just let them keep regenerating and kill them outside of the pillar range, but it still ticks down, and then you just come back and kill the pillar. That's what most people that play a summoner do. Alright, next is the Vortex pillar. The Vortex pillar is pretty, it's just easy, but it's also a pillar. I mean, the shotgun guys can be a little annoying, but they're not that bad. I'd put him in no sweat, honestly. Alright, wall. Now, wall is actually pretty hard. Here, I'll give you some examples why. If you don't have enough DPS when he starts catching up to you, you're fried. Like, he's faster than you once he gets below, like, what, 2k health? But you should be doing enough DPS to kill him. As a melee, it's kind of hard to kill him, but it's not too bad. Because melees have OP weapons at the end of at the end of pre-hard mode. Melees have the most broken weapons in the game. If you're a summoner, it'll be pretty easy. If you're a ranger, it'll be less easy because he'll catch up to you. Most classes, it'll be easy. It's just a matter of experience and stuff. If you get stuck behind the wall, it's kind of over. I'd say my first playthrough in expert mode, and like my first playthrough in expert mode, I did like 2 or 3 playthroughs in expert mode before I played master mode. Cause yeah, I did 3 because one I did expert mode in melee where I kind of just cheated and stuff from other worlds, and then the next one I did expert mode mage where I didn't cheat on anything except like maybe like a gravitation potion or 2, but and then the third one I did summoner where I didn't cheat either, and then I just did a master mode run, and even though that I did him 3 times on expert mode, I still kind of got struggled with him on master mode. He's pretty hard. I'd say the Wall of Flesh, this dude, like, he'll always be hard no matter what difficulty. Unless you have experience. Like, as a new player, he'll always be hard. Duke, definitely multiple attempts to get the hang of. I'd say even first phase. If you still have Shield of Cthulhu, you'll get fried. If you have Master Ninja Gear, I mean, you can do it with Shield of Cthulhu. I would not, but he's pretty hard without like a good dash or good wings too. If you get caught in a Sharknado, I remember the old Sharknadoes where they would all like bounce you around in the Sharknado. That was so hard to get out of. And then if you don't have a splash damage weapon for when he does the bubble shooting, then the bubbles will all just cook you. And then also, not even to mention third phase. Third phase we've all seen third phase. Third phase, oh god. I mean, I can no-hit it. I no-hitted it once, and I haven't yet to do it again. I'm sure I could. But like, if you just dodge the right way, then you'll be good. But it's impossible to predict where he's going, which is why third phase is hard, which is why it needs multiple attempts to get hang of. And the thing is, third phase starts, like if it started at 5,000 health, it would literally be no sweat. But since it starts at 20k, it's actually pretty. Well, I normally play with 2 people, so it starts at 20k. But, yeah. Anyways, guys, that's my tier list. I hope you enjoyed. I want to get back into the YouTube scene because I'm legally 13 now, and now I can actually own a YouTube channel, which I figured out I couldn't before, and I wasn't really afraid of getting caught. I just was kind of bored of making content, didn't really know what to do. But now I think I'm going to come back as a Terraria YouTuber, because I think Terraria is the game I'm most passionate about. I might upload some Minecraft stuff occasionally, or something like that. but I'll try to be consistent in uploading. This video, y'all might not even see this video just because there's no way for me to actually like transfer files and stuff. Anyways, if you could like and subscribe, I'd be really grateful. Thank you so much, and I'm excited to upload on YouTube again.